Next thing I want to bring up, it was already announced a long time ago, but Daniel Suarez is going to be in the number 7 car. Freeway Insurance is going to be anchor sponsorship. He's replacing Justin Haley. I felt like this whole move, I felt like it's not fair that Justin Haley, after 1 year, lost his ride because it wasn't fair. Justin Haley started off with Ronnie Childress and then he was after Bristol. There was a mutual parting ways with Ronnie Childress and Spire. I think they just realized that the pairing just wasn't working out the way it needed to be with the team of Justin Haley and Ronnie Childress. So now here comes Ryan Sparks, who was a competition director, former crew chief of the 7 car for Corey LaJoie. He came over and became the crew chief for Justin Haley. Also, Justin Haley's pit crew is a backup pit crew for Hendrick Motorsports. So they got their pit crew pulled a couple times. I think they got their entire pit crew pulled for the 5 car. And now the old 5 car's pit crew came over to 7. So, and guys were getting pulled all the time because of, if a main Hendrick Motorsports pit crew, if they had a loose wheel that came off, they would get penalized for 2 races. So those guys were out, so they had to go and pull from their backup pit crews that were running for a Spire team, because Spire and Hendrick Motorsports have an alliance. Spire uses Hendrick Motorsports pit crews. It just wasn't a fair situation for Justin Haley. But he got pulled anyway. Luckily, Justin Haley will be racing in the Ram Trucks programs in the Cars and Truck Series, and that'll be, I think, a really good opportunity for Justin Haley to hopefully continue to build his career and keep his career going upward, because I think Dodge will end up going cup racing. I think Justin Haley could be a great first driver part of that operation. But Daniel Suarez, their stats also, Justin Haley's stats versus Suarez stats are neck and neck. Suarez has a little bit better stats. He has 7 top 10s versus Haley's 2 top 10s. He's led 15 more laps. He has 1 more top 5 than Justin Haley. He finished 29th in the standings versus 31st in Justin Haley. He has a little bit better average finish. Justin Haley has Suarez has a 20.8 average finish. And Haley has a 22.3 average finish. So just the stats don't make it seem like Haley should have lost his ride and Suarez should have took it. But Suarez has got the funding, and we all know funding is a big part in this sport. I'm happy, for Suarez. I hope this is an opportunity. The only thing I'm just worried is I believe it's going to be a 1-year deal for Suarez. So it's going to be another year that he has to go and prove himself that he can race in this series. Because if he doesn't, there's going to be a lot of interesting, Kyle Busch is on a contract year. I think Spire likes Kyle Busch. They would love to bring Kyle Busch over to the Spire team. But if Suarez goes out here and has an incredible year and maybe wins a race, and Kyle has a middle, okay year at RCR, maybe Spire stays with Suarez, because also Suarez got that funding. Now Kyle Busch also has that funding. He's got backing. It'll be interesting. Silly season will be very, very interesting. But overall, I'm going to be really, really curious how Suarez does. Because that was to me, I felt like that was more of Haley didn't have the funding and Suarez did. Because I don't think when it came to the stats, they were not close enough they were not a big enough difference when it came to 2 drivers to one warrant getting the job versus the other one losing its job. But like I said, I don't think Justin Haley also had a fair first year with Spire.